Hey guys, Token Vaping. Today's juice review is on a really, I don't even know how to describe it, um, but it's a treat. And today's, I'm gonna just tilt this right here. As you can see right there is Dirty Dozen Donuts. Yes, Dirty Dozen Donuts. Basically looks like these. Dirty Dozen Donuts. And it's donut spelled Dohnutz. And there is a three flavor line. I saved one of them. Let me just readjust this here a little bit. I saved one for a first impression vape review for the video number one because I just wanted to. I've been trying to do that a bit more with the reviews that I do, just to show first opening type thing. I think it's kind of cooler. And number two, most of you who've watched my videos, you all know I'm not a huge sweets person. I have two soft spots. Strawberry cheesecake, which there's a bunch of them out there, and I have been fortunate enough to been given the honor to have tried some really good ones, and I try to hold on to those. And the other one, I don't really eat a whole lot of donuts. There is one particular one that I am a sucker for. Now, the irony to this is I'm not a huge cinnamon fan. Never have been, and I say that anyway. However, the flavor that I'm hooked on when it comes to donuts, you can see right there, is apple fritters. I am a sucker for them. I can't eat that many of them because the sweetness, the glaze, and the cinnamon tend to overwhelm it for me. But every time I find one, I have to have at least one. So the fact that I finally found an apple fritter flavor, I was really excited. So we'll have to see how it tastes. And that's the one that I saved for the first impression. Now, these are not available directly on Dirty Dozen. You can email them for information. You can go to it, I believe it's called cloudscapevape.com. It's csvape.com. And they directly sell this line on that website. It's in the 30 ml bottle, which is this size here. I believe they retail for about $22. I do apologize. The website was down for maintenance when I went to pull some of this up. But I did look earlier, so I believe they retail for $22 for a 30 ml bottle, and they are offered in nicotine levels of a 0, a 3, 6, 12, and I believe I saw an 18 on there. Don't quote me on that one there. But for $22, I mean, that's about fair. It's about the normal price on this. So definitely check out csvape.com if you are interested. You can also email the company, and they can give you, maybe some shops in your area that they retail through, since they don't do a direct to consumer. Just their way of showing support for local businesses, and retail, things like that. So, definitely a good show of support there. Now, as I said, they do come in 30 ml bottles. As I am showing, it does have a safety seal on there for protection. So again, any type of e-liquids or e-juices that you get, if there is any type of safety, security precautions, safety, anything on that, and if it looks like it's been open, tampered, ripped, torn, anything like that, if you look at it and something about it doesn't make you feel comfortable, please just don't vape it. Contact the store, contact the website, contact the company, let them know what's going on. They will make amends to figure out how to best compensate the difference. But just for pure safety value, we all just want to stay safe on here. So as I said, they do come in 30 ml bottles. They do have the plastic safety seal, child safety cap. They do have their Instagram page here. They're on Instagram and Facebook. They do have, it's their nicotine level, bottle size, and their mixture. Now, these are 80/20s, which are really cool because being a heavier liquid, it kind of makes it a little bit heavier of a vape. So, like, when you're basically eating a donut, you get that heavy pastry and glaze and flavor and everything else, and it's a solid taste. So the fact that they use a thicker liquid to emulate that as well, that's really cool. They have the name of the flavor, logo of the company, and then basically must be 18 or older to purchase, and then it has the ingredients and the warning labels. Now, the labels are simple. They do look like a few other actual donut companies. That's the way it is. They do catch your eye just for the simplicity of the design and the colors. They do pop on there. Now there are 3 flavors in this line. There is strawberry glaze, blueberry glaze, and apple fritter. Now I have tried the strawberry glaze, one because I'm a strawberry person, and two just because it wasn't the apple fritter yet. And then I did the blueberry glaze. Both very solid as far as a solid vape. They're not overly sweet, which is one thing I was curious about as far as, since they're supposed to be donut flavors, I figured with the glaze on it that it was going to come off really, really sweet. The flavors are good. The only thing that I could honestly say about the two is for like the blueberry glaze, you definitely taste the blueberry, you definitely taste the the sweet glaze on it. The blueberry is not super strong or in your face. It's not overpowering. It is solid through the vape. For the blueberry glaze, though, I didn't get as much of a pastry or a donut taste out of it as I did on the strawberry glaze. However, with the strawberry glaze, you definitely do get the glaze sweetness as well. You definitely get the donut taste of it. And the donut was basically throughout, the bulk of the vape. On the downside, if I have to call it anything like that, for the strawberry glaze, the strawberry wasn't as strong flavor-wise as the blueberry was. So together, it's a one complete flavor. But separately, the strawberry glaze, the strawberry itself was a little bit weak as compared to the donut flavor and the glaze, the sweetness of the glaze. Whereas on the blueberry glaze, the blueberry was great. You get the sweetness of the glaze. The donut taste of it was a little bit on the weaker side. And I think that's mainly because blueberry is a much stronger flavor. On the strawberry one, if they I would say that if they just kind of bump the strawberry flavor just a slight bit, it would definitely even out the overall strawberry glaze donut flavor. Regardless, either way, I mean, you still do taste strawberry. It's just not as abundant in the strawberry glaze version as the blueberry is. But then again, like I said, because the blueberry glaze is a much stronger flavor, the donut taste kind of got lost somewhere in the mix. So, just very, very minute little things here and there. I mean, you still do get a decent vape out of both of them. They still are decent enough for an all-day vape. And that's just my opinion, and that's all that this is. My flavor palette, my flavor preference is definitely going to differ than the next person next door, the person down the street, the person in the next state. So, don't quote me specifically saying this is exactly what you're going to get out of this. You may taste something completely different. I could have my neighbor try the strawberry glaze, and all they taste is strawberry, and they may say, where's the donut flavor? Or somebody else may get straight donut flavor and the glaze, but no strawberry or blueberry. So everybody's got a different taste preference. For me, that's what I got out of this. But now, for this one, I really, really got high hopes on this. Like I said, I'm a sucker for apple fritter, and this is one of the first ones I think I've had the honor and pleasure of actually getting to try. So I'm going to pop this one open, and I'm going to show you the vape on it, and then give you my impression of the flavor. And for that, I'm using my DNA, but I also am using my Tsunami, which I want to show is brand new, fresh whipped dry cotton for this first impression, so that I'm going to get nothing but the direct flavor off of this. And real quick, the only cotton that I use is Texas Tough cotton. It's not a pansy-ass cotton ball. It is definitely very solid. It holds flavor very, very well. I don't get as dry or as cottony a taste on, especially when it's first wicked. Now, real quick with that, the folks at Dirty Dozen Donuts also included some of their native wicks cotton for me to try as well. They basically stated that most of them use this cotton along with this juice so that it works. I will definitely use that. I have tried a little bit of it. I will use it in an upcoming video, do an update as far as adding that to this. The main reason why I'm using the Texas Tough one is just because I know how it operates well. I've been using it in pretty much all my videos. I know how quickly I can get straight taste off of that, and I wanted to be able to get as much flavor out of this as I could right off the bat, so that I can give you a first impression and not have to drag this out. So Dirty Dozen Donuts, I will do an update on the video for the cotton as well. But like I said, the Texas Tough Cotton, it's Texas Tough Cotton on Instagram, but it's the one that I mainly use, so I know how this works. I know everything that I can do to this to get this up and running. And that's the only reason why I'm using it specifically for this video. I was going to use that one for this, but I got a little behind on things, and I want to try to get this as on point and as honest a full flavor as I can. So with that, I am going to show you real quick. I'm going to bust the seal on this, if I can find it. There it is. And like I said, these are an 80-20 mix, which is really cool because it shows it makes a thicker fluid, so that it gives you more of that heavier donut appeal. So busting this open, first smell. Oh, if this tastes or vapes anything like it smells right now, that is a dead-on apple fritter smell right there. And I've smelled enough of them in my lifetime while eating them that is definitely all apple fritter. You definitely get the cinnamon. Like I said, I'm not a huge cinnamon fan, so it's really ironic that an apple fritter is my choice when it comes to a donut or a type of pastry treat like that. I don't understand it. I've tried figuring it out, trying to see what it is exactly about it that I get hooked on. A little bit of an overflow there. But, you know, whatever it is, it's worked for me. Like I said, I can't eat a whole lot of them. I've tried 2, and that's pretty much my limit for like a month. Just because I don't do a whole lot of sweets just in general. So, but I do eat enough of them and have had enough of them that I pretty much know when I've had a good one, when I've had one that's got way too much cinnamon in it, or when I have one that has not enough cinnamon, the pastry has been burnt or over baked, the glaze isn't got enough flavoring and it's all sugar, you know, things like that. So I'm not going to say that I am an expert per se, but I have eaten enough of them that I do know a good fritter when I have one. Got a little bit of an overspill there. So, as I said, freshly wicked, just juiced. Give this a couple of new coil, yes. Give it just a couple of pulse fires real fast, just to get that up and running. Okay, add a little bit more. Sorry, give me one quick second. Make sure both my air holes are lined up. And here we go. So on 70 watts, brand new wicking apple fritter from Dirty Dozen Dohnutz, first impression. As everybody knows, once you wick and you juice up, you get 2 or 3 decent hits out of it, but it won't be a full-blown on hit, and then you have to do a quick rejuicing, and then it should even out from there. So, thank you for your patience, and here we go. Oh, yeah. Sorry. Video. Huh. Wow, that was weird. Sorry about that. Holy crap. Um, apple fritter. Apple fritter. Apple fritter. Um, for being one of the first apple fritter vapes that I have tried, um, this actually, I am really, really happy that this was it. Or something like this because I have had a lot of apple fritters in my life. This actually tastes better than some of the real ones that I've had. And I'm really, really, really impressed. Wow. Cinnamon is definitely there. It is not as strong as I've had in some apple cinnamon or apple pie type flavors, which is good. But if you are a fan of apple fritters because of the cinnamon, you might not think it's strong enough. However, for me, it is definitely enough. You absolutely taste the cinnamon, and it definitely does hold up through the vape, but it is not enough or too much to where I feel like that is all I taste. I definitely get the glaze. The glaze is most definitely there. There is a sweetness to that. Some people might call it an undertone or an accent of the flavor, but the cinnamon and the glaze definitely work together, and then the pastry, the donut aspect of that is definitely on the tail end. And again, it's an 80/20, so the clouds are going to be rock solid and on point right there, which you can tell they're thick, they're full. Wow, amazing, amazing, amazing. So for me, this one is definitely the one out of this set that I definitely would lean on or go to, pick, choose, opt for, or however you want to word it. The blueberry glaze, the strawberry glaze, they are decent. As I stated, the blueberry has a bit more flavor and less on the donut taste, whereas the strawberry glaze has a little less on the flavor, but definitely there on the donut taste. The apple fritter, wow, it is most definitely an apple fritter. It's not an apple tasting pastry. It is not an apple pie, apple turnover. It is definitely an apple fritter. If you've ever had a good apple fritter, this will be very, very close to that. Obviously, the real one should be a bit stronger in flavor, but as I stated, this is actually tastes a little bit better than some real apple fritters that I've had. But very, very solid. The cinnamon, the sweetness of the glaze, the donut aspect of it is definitely all there. It is definitely, it mixes very well for this particular flavor. Again, one of the first apple fritter vapes that I've had the opportunity and privilege to try. It is awesome that my first shot at this flavor like this is this good. Dirty Dozen Donuts, thank you guys so very much for this opportunity. This was a great privilege. Awesome, awesome flavor. Amazing. I'm definitely going to be vaping through this real quick. I appreciate it very much, guys. Dirty Dozen Donuts, as I said, you can check them out for purchase on csvape.com. That's Cloudscape Vape. 30 ml bottle for about 22 bucks. Definitely check them out on Instagram, Facebook, follow them, give them a like, inquire to them. You know, if your shop doesn't have them, if your shop's looking for something a little different for the breakfast flavor type thing, you know, there's a lot of cereal flavors, things like that. If you're wanting a donut style, this is definitely a very good choice. Overall, the line is really decent. There are, like I said, my flavor palette's a little different, so there's a little here and there miss for me, but apple fritter wise, even just this flavor by itself, great, great all day vape. Again, Dirty Dozen Donuts, thank you guys so much. In case you forgot, that's them right there. As always, I'm Token Vaping here on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest. Email, subscribe, like, follow, anything that I can do to help enhance your vaping experience, whether it's answer a question, whether it's find out how much a line is, whether it's what type of flavor profile it is for sure, mix ratios, anything, hit me up, let me know. I will find out, I will let you know. That is the main reason why I'm doing what I'm doing. I'm a huge supporter and fan of vaping. It works for me, and I know it's worked for a lot of other people. So definitely, let me know if there's anything I can do for you. Dirty Dozen Donuts, thank you guys again. It was a great privilege. Guys, vaping community, until next time, Token Vaping. Vape on, vape strong. Have a good night.